Hoboken, you ready for some comedy or what? Alright, this is mad funny, because if we're not funny, then you're about to be real fucking mad, right? And sometimes the things that you could get mad about can't be funny, right? Like, I get mad sometimes when my Chipotle Uber Eats order is a little bit late. Like, first off, this guy's on a fucking bicycle in a tropical storm, and you're mad because your beans are a little bit cold? It's not gonna work out. Yo, your fucking ancestors had to kill a bison just to have some lunch. Your bitch ass, it ain't the same these days. Listen, people who voluntarily dive with sharks, you deserve to die. You got zero instincts when it comes to survival. A girl tried to tell me you're more likely to get killed by a coconut falling on your head than a shark bite. That statistic only applies when you're on land. Fucking retarded, I swear to God. Did you ask the sharks? Did you poll the sharks? Do you want to eat humans? 100% of sharks are gonna say yes every fucking time, I guarantee it. Do you see the look in their eyes when they go to kill? It's something out of my fucking nightmares every night. Listen, I'm not for the streets. I'm more so for the roads. You know, I grew up in the cul-de-sac, so I've been around it, I've seen it, but I've never really taken part in it, if that makes sense. I haven't sold drugs, but I've done a couple. Have you ever heard opinions are like assholes? Listen, we used to keep our political opinions to ourselves. And we used to keep our buttholes off the internet. Now both of those things are all over my fucking timeline. And I'm sick of it. All right, are these jokes kosher or do I have to put them back in the oven? All right, I was gonna do a whole thing tonight, but I actually ran out of blackface. So I don't know if I can do that one anymore. Listen, shout out to the trans. Finally, some funny female comedians. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm trans. I just got a really good doctor, right? I used to be a bad bitch. Now look at me. A 31-year-old guy, single, doing comedy in a weed store. Was it worth it? I don't know, I can bench 350. Let's go! Bitch! Anyway, sex and gender are weird. Like, imagine calling yourself bisexual and still nobody wants to fuck you. Now you're just by yourself. All right. Listen, I already went over that one. Shit, we gotta turn the page. All right. Authenticity is the key to success. Unless you're authentically a piece of shit, in which case you're better off being mysterious. Because when you're mysterious, you can hide it for a little bit. But eventually, that bullshit will seep through the Ziploc bag, and people will find you out. I had a punchline there, but it escaped me for the moment. Listen, if I went to a doctor and he said, listen, Charlie, 7 days out of each month, you are gonna bleed out of your dick. I would last 13 days, and then I would kill myself, 100%. I'd get through that first period probably. I'd probably figure it out one way or another, but the anticipation of the second one, that shit would take me out. So ladies, you're pretty fucking tough. I got some more good shit, don't worry guys, it's not all trash. Listen, even if it was like a mundane part of my body too, like, it doesn't have to be bleeding out of dick. I could be bleeding out of my armpit. I'd be like, do I really want to go through that many shirts? Like, I'm gonna take a chance at reincarnation. You could probably get a better roll of the dice here. You guys hear about that CEO cheating with his wife? That shit was crazy, right? It's almost like that was crazier than the biggest sex trafficking ring in U.S. history. And they want you to know about it. I think it's kind of fucked up that they just throw it in your face, right? Like, this whole Jeffrey Epstein shit's going on, and they're like, the biggest show out right now, Love Island. Like, you're focused on the wrong island. I think you gotta go look at that other island before we start talking about this island. And Love Island, like, they're filming people fucking. They're all sleeping in the same, this is some Diddy shit. What are we doing here? They're just like, listen, they rub it in your face, man. They don't care about you. Listen, my friend is a beekeeper who is allergic to bees. That's kind of like being a politician who's allergic to kid pussy. Yeah. But anyway, with that one, I got some more jokes for you later, don't worry. But I got my first ever open mic champion, Brendan Smith, coming to the mic. He's about to destroy. Get ready. Give us a nice warm welcome for Brendan Smith.
Alright guys, I'm glad to be here. I feel like I need to get out more, I need to do more stuff, be more social, so this is good. I think the reason I'm not social, I lack confidence. And I think the reason I lacked confidence is because I was an altar boy and a Boy Scout and no one ever touched me. Like, I was in the woods with a predator alone and we just made fires together. That's always... He showed me how to tie knots, but I wasn't in any of them, you know? It was... And like, I'm 25, which is like a good age to like get out there and be social and confident, but people don't even think I look 25, apparently. Like when people, this is my favorite audience member, by the way. People think apparently people don't think I look 25. I think when people think 25, they think like a stereotypical like cool, hip Gen Zer. And I just look like a Civil War soldier with Asperger's, you know? Like I look like a lumberjack who only cuts down even numbers of trees. Like I've never been like formally tested for autism, but like Peter Dinklage was never formally tested for dwarfism, you know? You can eyeball some stuff. Like I don't identify as autistic, but during Autism Awareness Month, people just hand me pamphlets, so... It's weird too, because this Autism Awareness Month, RFK Jr. went on that rant about how autistic people like can't do anything, and about how neurotypical people like aren't good for society. Which is wild, because RFK Jr. had a brain worm, you know? There was a worm eating that dude's brain. That's ridiculous. That's like the second worst thing that ever happened to a Kennedy's brain. It's terrible. It's just... I watched a JFK like assassination documentary recently. You know who I sympathize with the most in the whole JFK assassination? I sympathize with the doctors who had to pretend they tried really hard to save JFK. Because like, we've seen the footage, his head blew up, right? And they still took him to the hospital and were like, try your best. So I just sympathize with those doctors because they also had a lot of jobs where I just had to look busy for a while, you know? I don't know, a lot of crazy stuff. Like, anyone watch that Jeffrey Dahmer TV show that was on Netflix? Yeah. You guys see Netflix got in trouble because they put all their shows in categories, and the category they put Dahmer into was LGBTQ. Yeah, I get being offended by that. I was more offended they put it in food and travel, to be honest. I don't know, I feel like making an LGBTQ category and putting in Dahmer would be like making a category called Japanese cinema and then just slipping in Pearl Harbor. Like, that's not... A lot of crazy stuff. All this stuff with Epstein. Do you guys think any of those kids on Epstein Island was starstruck? Because I'm gonna be honest, if I was one of those kids, I'd be really disappointed if all my friends were getting railed by Jay-Z and David Copperfield and I had to blow the governor of New Mexico, you know? Those people are all like on the flight logs too, which is crazy. David Copperfield was on Epstein Island. Yeah, no wonder that list disappeared. It's just, I don't know. A lot of crazy stuff in the news. Like, you guys follow what's going on with Kanye West? You guys see Kanye West released 2 singles this summer. The first was called Cousins, and it's about how he used to blow his cousin. And people heard it like, Kanye, this is the craziest thing you ever told us. What's going on? They were freaking out. But then Kanye released a second song, and the second song was called Hal Hitler. And the chorus of that song is literally Hal Hitler. And people heard that second song, they're like, Kanye, you really blew your cousin, man? Like, that's crazy. Like, we're still not past the first part. We gotta deal with the first part first. Like, I don't know, a lot of crazy stuff going on. Like, there's cutting healthcare, which is terrible. Like, healthcare is already bad. Like, I have this friend who's diabetic, and in order to afford insulin, she had to start an OnlyFans. Oh. Yeah, she's selling feet pics to treat her diabetes. It's a real use it or lose it situation. Oh. It's just... Could you imagine being so desperate for insulin you need a blood sugar daddy? It's ridiculous. It's just... It used to be she just got pricks in her fingers. Now it's in all her holes. It's awful. Like, all my friends are going through it. I had this friend a while back who came out as transgender, but they live in like deep rural Pennsylvania, so they got to deal with transphobic rednecks every day. And like, I don't get transphobic rednecks. They don't make sense to me because, like, could you imagine being told you can't be something else by a dude who's dressed up like the Woods? Like, the dudes in my town are all like, they're never going to be a real woman. I'm like, you're never going to be a tree, Dale. I don't. And the word now, because my friend's just like a hot, passable chick at this point, the word they're going to get trapped. Which trapped is such a weird term for, like, trans people. If I found out a hot girl I was with was trans, I wouldn't feel trapped. I'd feel the same way I do when I find extra fries at the bottom of the bag, you know? I'd be like, oh, neat, I didn't know that was there. And then I put it in my mouth, you know, like, I don't know. But I'm 25, and I feel like people my age are used to everything, like, being awful. Like, Gen Z is used to, like, the world and the news always being terrible. Like, we grew up with school shootings when we were in school. Like, I'm the same age as the kids at Sandy Hook. Well, like, I was the same age. I grew up. But, like... Yeah, that's not the right joke for almost a dog in it. I need to get cuter, I think. No, but you guys, when I was younger, everyone was scared of mass shootings. Everyone was scared of school shootings. I was the only kid in my class who wasn't afraid of the school shooting. Because I was the one they all thought was going to do it. So... Yeah, I looked like such a mass shooter when I was in high school. They didn't want me to be part of the drills. Because they didn't want me to know where they were going to be hiding. It was... My teacher would be like, okay, everyone in your position for the drill except Brendan. Brendan, you wait in the hall, actually. That's the hall. That's where you're going to be anyway. So... I had mixed feelings about the fact that everyone thought I was a school shooter. On one hand, I was really hurt that they thought I was capable of anything like that. On the other hand, I was so hurt, I did kind of want to make them pay. So, like, it's a catch-22. Like, I don't know. It's hard for me. I'm awkward. I have a speech impediment. I look like J.D. Vance. It's not easy. I was just going on my life, then J.D. Vance showed up and looked like me. It sucks. I feel like a dude in the 20s who had a Hitler mustache, then Hitler showed up, you know? Like, used to be the elephant in the room is I have a really bad speech impediment. Now the elephant is the fact that I look like a better spoken version of J.D. Vance. But I have a speech impediment. You guys you did notice. You 100% noticed. Last 8 minutes you guys have been like, what rock hit this guy's head on the way in here? But I tried. I went to speech therapy for a while, but you could tell it didn't work, but the way I pronounced speech therapy, so... Yeah, I went to speech therapy for 9 years. Every single year I got an F. But it was speech therapy, so the F was actually spelled TH. It's hard though. When you have a lisp, there's only two options. You could be gay or be Mike Tyson. That's it. To be gay, you could be Tyson. Either way, you're taking it on the chin. It's just... Like, people try to comfort me. They try to make me feel better. Like, Brendan, you don't sound like you have a speech impediment. You sound like you have an accent. Like, a lot of people say I sound like I'm from Boston. And that used to make me feel better until I visited Boston. That's not a compliment. That's just a way of saying everyone in Boston sounds disabled. That's like if you went up to a midget and you're like, you don't look like a midget, you just look like you're from Narnia. That's not... Like, it's hard for me. I got bad news recently. I found out the first girl I was ever with came out as a transgender man. Which that sucks. That just means I've been with less girls now. That just means I've hooked up with more dudes all of a sudden. That's just... It's up to 2 dudes. It's too many dudes, guys. And like, I'm happy for them. I'm glad they're living their life and they're living their truth. It was just weird. It kind of hurt to find out that all of a sudden I'm gay and a virgin. You know, that's just not great news. Like, I don't know, I'm trying to improve myself, trying to get in shape. I'm not working out, I just bought a weighted blanket. That's all I did. Because I toss and turn at night, so now I'm going to get some gains, hopefully, you know? I realize that I got to get in shape because I'm at a weird point physically where, like, I don't look strong enough for a woman to be attracted to me, but I do look strong enough for them to be afraid of me, you know? Like, I have a body that looks bad in the gym, but scary in an alley. It's a bad... Like, I look like I can't do a pull-up, but I can do a pin down. It's not good. I'm not fit enough to be in a Marvel movie, but I am fit enough to be in a Netflix documentary. It's a bad... And also, I'm sober, which is lame. Is anyone here sober? Anyone? No, it's just me. I'm just the only loser who's not drinking. Some people are not brave about it, but no, it's fine. I think the thing is though, for people who aren't sober, you gotta understand that it can be annoying to explain to people that you're sober, like, and volunteer the information, because they always want to ask you, like, why are you sober, and they expect, like, a cool story, they expect, like, something depressing or heartfelt or whatever. But here's the thing, I've never drank in my life, which is the lamest version of being sober by, like, far. And I always feel like I'm disappointing people, so recently I just started lying to people, and every time they ask why I don't drink, I just say I used to drink so much I gave myself the speech impediment. Yeah, I used to sound like Morgan Freeman before I gave up the booze. I threw it all away. It's just, I don't want to harp on the speech impediment, guys, but you have to understand, I've been clinically diagnosed as someone who can't say SM or TH sounds. And my last name is Smith. That's most of the letters. That's all of my name. You know how it is introducing yourself to people when you can't say your name right? People are always like, oh, am I saying your name right? I'm like, you're saying it better than I am, to be honest. Like, I was trying to talk to this girl once. I was trying to flirt with this girl at a bar. And when she heard me talk for the first time, she laughed at me and she said, dude, you sound like a 4-year-old boy. Yeah, but she still blew me, so what does that say about her? You know, where's her head? Man, I know her head was at. But, like, morally, I don't know, I'll leave you guys with this. I think the worst part about having a speech impediment, there's not, like, good stereotypes about it, right? Like, other groups of cool stereotypes, like autistic people of being good at math, black people have big penises, white people have credit. Like, there's good stereotypes. So I've been trying to start a stereotype, because there's not any good ones about having a speech impediment. I've been trying to start a stereotype all by myself that dudes with speech impediments are better at eating girls out. That's what I've been trying to do. So guys, just help me out, spread this around, get the word going. Next time you see someone getting bullied about the way they talk, be like, no. Their tongues are meant for better things. All right, guys, I'm Brandon Smith. Have a good rest of your night.
How about that from Brendan Smith, guys? Give him to him one more time. Let's go. All right, so I don't know if you heard on the news the other day, Donald Trump was addressing everybody who was outraged about the Jeffrey Epstein shit. He was like, if you're still asking questions about Jeffrey Epstein, you are a dumb loser. And, you know, he was on that fucking plane 7 times. Now listen. The closest thing I've ever had to a homosexual relationship is with my barber. I love my fucking barber. I've been going to him for 15 years, out of my way, an hour, every fucking time. I'm super loyal. If my barber cut Jeffrey Epstein's hair one time on that jet, I would call ICE on that motherfucker so fast. You'd never see him again. That's what I'm saying. Now listen, on the other hand, Ghislaine Maxwell, that's my celebrity crush, baby. Okay? Ghislaine Maxwell, that is a ride or die bitch. Okay? Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell, they were the Bonnie and Clyde of kid fucking. Okay? They were the Shaq and Kobe of pedophilia. They were the Twin Towers. You get it. All right, so the next comedian that we have, actually, is a very funny girl. Give it up for her. It's Krissy Gregory.
Oh my God, going for Charlie. Keep going for your host, everybody. Oh, I'm so happy to be here. You guys are just looking at me like, what's Tiffany Trump doing here? And I guess she's into weed. I get it. Oh my God, no, it's so good to be here, you guys. I mean, I've been in comedy for a little bit. I'm 28 years old. No way, you look 19. 28 years old, and I just turned it recently. And something that no one prepared me for hitting this age is that I am now an age where I could be a midlife crisis wife. You know what I mean? So every time I'm out in public with my dad, I have to make it very clear that that man is in fact my father. And not like a random man I met off Seeking Arrangements who like kicked my mom off the health insurance and drained the kid's college fund to be with me, you know? It's new, it's different. Statistically, one of us in this room will be a midlife crisis wife. I'm gonna be honest. Honestly, you two in the back, I noticed it was a family unit, but in the beginning I was like, this is a precarious situation. This could be exactly what I'm describing. Oh my God. No, it's okay. This is a true story though. One time I was leaving a brewery with my dad and this guy tapped him on the way out and was like, nice, dude. I know, men are trash, cause like, my dad didn't correct him. My dad like fully went along with it. That's so fucked up. Maybe I am Tiffany Trump and that's fucking Donald Trump. Who knows? No, it's so fucked up. I had to be like, that's my dad, not my daddy. We're not doing this today. No, listen, I might have to start dating older men though. Like, we're getting to that point, ladies. We are getting to that point. I'm 28. And I thought, I've done it before, listen, and I thought dating an older man, it was just gonna be like maturity and black cards. And in reality, it's just immaturity and horrific sleep apnea. Like, are we all just gonna have to sleep next to buzzsaws every night for the rest of our lives? Like, is that our future? It's so fucked up. No, I dated this older guy, and he had horrific sleep apnea, and he was so embarrassed about it. He wouldn't do anything about it. I was like, listen, babe, I'll get you a CPAP. I'll call you my CPAPy. We'll figure it out. We'll make it sexy. Oh my God, I was just like rolling one of those machines into the room on Valentine's Day, like, babe, you really take my breath away. You really stop my heart. If you don't use this, I'm going back to fucking your son. Like, this is just how we met. Come on. But no, I'm single, obviously. Do we have any other single ladies in the room? Saddest moves of all time. That fucking sucks. That fucking sucks. I'm gonna kill myself. No, it sucks. Being single is so difficult in this day and age because it's like, I don't know, back in the day I feel like men used to be way more gentlemanly. They used to have like, you know, like chivalry about the way that they acted. You know, if they were picking you up for a date, they would drive up, they would ring the doorbell, they'd meet your parents, they'd take you to the restaurant. Now you're just lucky if a man orders you an Uber. You know what I mean? You're like, oh my God, bragging to your friends, like, he's calling me a car. In reality, it's like, bitch, he's just door dashing your pussy. Like, that was not the flag that you think it is. Okay, baby, that's DoorDash. That's what that is. Like, Uber Meets, Instacooch, whatever. Yeah. Like, it's between you or Taco Bell. He's getting something. Whether that ends up being chlamydia or diarrhea is up to whether or not you respond. Quite frankly, oh, it's so fucked up. It's so real. Does anyone here, do we use dating apps? Do we use dating apps? Yeah, we all nod, so sad. Yeah, it's horrific. No, it's so bad. And what I've noticed about dating apps, it's like the better pictures they have, like the worse their prompt answers are, you know? It's just like so confusing. Like there was one guy who popped up. I didn't even need to look at his pictures. I just knew when he answered, like, it's something I'm really good at. His answer was being awesome. I was like, that's going to be the hottest man I've ever seen. That's going to be the hottest man I've ever seen in my life. And I was right. I did go on a date with him. It's fine. No, but also, like, I think something that I have noticed as well with different, like, Hinge prompts, you know, one of them was, like, the way to win me over. And the guy answered and was like, you need to get along with my mom. And to the untrained eye, that's the correct noise. That's the correct noise. To the untrained eye, that would be a green flag, right? But like to us, we know better. We fucking know better. We know that means him and his mom mouth kiss. That's like what that means. She looks at him like he's the one that got away. Like honestly, it's so fucked up. Like she's looking at you like, can I suck his dick? Like it's just like, we've all dated one. We've all done it. It's so fucked up. But what's even more fucked up is like, I think about it, like one day if I have kids, it's like, I'm scared to have a daughter because I don't want to like fuck her up and like give her like body issues and like make her insecure accidentally, you know? But if I had a son, I would 100% be a boy mom. Like, I'd be like, that man loves me. Like, I would totally be that way. I don't know. Like, how is that not, like, a thing? It's half of you and half of the person you love. It's like, that's the love of my fucking life. That's my man. It's okay. We're not going to get into incest jokes. We're not going there. Just something I've been thinking about. I don't know. Like, I kind of get it. I kind of sympathize. But, no, it's fine. Before we were talking about, I mean, honestly, like, my least favorite type of guy to date is the guy who has the girl best friend. We've all dated one where they have that girl best friend who's like fucking obsessed with them, you know? And it's always the worst when they're like, oh my God, before you, I used to help him get all the girls, okay? I used to be his wing woman. It's like, okay, calm down, Jelaine Maxwell. Like, that is not, like, it's giving accessory to a crime. I think you really need to chill. I now need to see the client list. Like, this is so fucked up. Like, maybe you should be serving 35 to life too. I don't know. It's so tough. I do know why I'm single. I love dating really tall men. Do we have any super tall men in the room?
These two are pretty tall. Yeah,
How
they're
tall?
both like, he's 6'4".
Oh, love to see that.
Yeah.
Absolutely love to see that. And what about him?
6'2".
6'2".
I would say
Barely.
6'3".
Okay. Oh, okay.
Maybe he's 6'3" and he's 6'2".
And is this a challenger situation? Like, what's happening back there? Are you like the luckiest girl
We're
ever?
best friends. We met on Hinge.
Oh, gorgeous. Oh my God. Last chopper out of nom. Good for you, girl. That's great. Honestly, yeah. Dream Eiffel Tower, though. That's great. 6'3". Maybe one day. Booze them up a little. Okay, I'm trying not to be a predator. I gotta stop. That's too much.
Single. Do it.
We'll chat after. Just ignore the rest of everything I'm gonna say. No, I love really tall men. And I'll tell you what, and you probably understand this now. I love dating tall men because dating a tall man, it's like wearing vertical stripes. Like, it makes you look fucking skinny. I swear to God. It's like fucking nature's Ozempic. I promise. Just date a guy really tall and like no one's looking at you. Like, anytime I date a guy who's shorter or, like, close to my height, it's like wearing horizontal stripes. It makes me look fat as fuck. I swear. Like, it's not cute. And I'll be the one to report it. You look fat next to your boyfriends. And it's okay. We'll move on. No, I love tall men so much. It really is. It's a problem. I mean, last year I was dating 2 guys at one time. And that was just because they were stacked on top of each other inside of a suit jacket. Like, that was where we were at there. No, I love tall men. Honestly, I do love athletes too. We all do, right? Like, and doing what I do, like, I have some clips go viral. I post them online. And because of that, I've had some athletes in the DMs, like some NBA players here or there, you know? And let me tell you what, there's always a trend. Like, it's always the ones with all glory to God in their Instagram bio, followed by a Bible verse, that are in my DMs like, what color are your nipples? And I'm like, oh my God. The same as Jesus's. Like, you'll get along, and not the same as your mom's. That'll. It's a black joke. That's okay. No, I like athletes. I've dated a couple actors too. I'm done with actors. I can't fucking do it. Like, it's just not my thing. Okay. Because I've done it, and dating an actor, I'll tell you what, it's very hard to date someone who's like super jazzed about getting a callback to play a rapist. Like, this is true. I dated a guy, and his typecast was like literal like rapist cop who beats people. I was like, what the fuck? Like, what does it say about me? Like, this is crazy. I know. I was like, I learned my lesson though, you know? I'm like, listen, ladies, you know, if you're single, don't date actors. You never know. They could be method. You have no fucking idea. And that's a rape joke. That's okay. That is okay. No, it's so bad. It's so fucked up. I will say this next part's gonna sound like I'm complimenting myself, but a lot of the men that I've dated in the past have compared me to different porn stars, which, kind of a compliment, right? Yeah, like, I don't know, I know the classic ones. I know Lana Rhoades, like Alexis Texas, you know, the classics. But I never knew the women that they were comparing me to. So one day I took it upon myself to look up this laundry list of video models, and I am not kidding when I say every single one was a MILF. I'm a 28-year-old childless woman. That's a fun way to find out there's something just like vaguely postpartum about your body. Like, that's like being compared to a Kardashian and realizing they meant Khloe. Like, that's so fucked up. No, fuck that. She's hot. No, that's like being compared to a Kardashian and realizing they meant Caitlyn fucking Jenner. Like, we were so close to a compliment. I do want to touch on, I feel like something Brendan said sparked a thought where it's like he was saying, like, you know, something about speech impediments being good with their tongues. I don't know. I was in and out on that one. But it did make me think, like, I feel like autistic men are probably very good in bed, you know? Because they love a puzzle. Like, they're going to find that clit. They're going to find that clit, and they're going to keep finding that clit. You know what I mean? Like, over and over, like a system. Like, I feel like autistic men are all secretly pleasure doms. Like, they're like, I've completed the test. Like, over and over and over. Yeah, maybe that should be, like, my next score. I don't know. They should put, like, a little puzzle piece on Hinge where you can just say, like, yes or no if you're autistic. You know what I mean? It's, like, honestly crazy. I'll tell you what, no. Like, the last guy I dated, the one type of guy I'll never date again. You guys are like, this is why you're fucking single, bitch. No, it's okay. But the one guy I'll never date again is the artsy dude. There's a lot of them. We're like city girls. If you get it, you dated like a Brooklyn boy. You know, last guy I dated, he had a mullet. He wore rings. He painted his nails. It was tough. It was a tough time. And this is a true story. Right before we hooked up for the first time, he was like, have you ever been fingered by a French manicure before? And I just had to be like, yeah, my own. Like, what the fuck? Like, you really thought you did something there? Oh my god. I was like, I need to get the fuck out of this man's apartment. I'm just kidding. It happened in a bar bathroom. So I can party. Yeah, I can party, but honestly, like, I've been super into the gym this year, okay? I made it my goal. I was like, I really want, like, this full year to be about fitness. I want to get, like, better in the gym, whatever. So I've been doing an hour of cardio every single day, and, like, one of those BDSM Pilates machine classes, like, 3 to 4 times a week. You bitches know what I'm talking about, absolutely. And I want to stop, because it's useless, because I still can't ride dick for more than, like, 30 seconds consecutively. Oh, I'm sorry. Can we all ride dick in here for 30 minutes? What's going on? Prove it, bitch. I will put this microphone on the stage and make you show the fucking class. Like, we'll figure it out. Doing Barry's boot camp on the dick. I don't believe you guys. I really don't. No, it's so bad. I have to, like, flip into reverse cowgirl so the guy doesn't see me fighting for my fucking life. Do you understand? Like, I'm breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. His toes are throwing gang signs up at me. I'm like, oh, what the fuck? And this is why, to the men in the room, no girl wants to look back in reverse, okay? If you look back in doggy, we don't like to look back in reverse, because at that point, we're just trying to get, like, a moment alone, you know? Which is how some of you made me feel about that. And that's okay. You guys have been so much fun. I've been Krissy Gregory. Keep it going for your hoes.
All right, pussy power. Let's go. That makes me think. Listen, we have our first sponsor for Mad Funny. I just wanted to announce Bodega Cat whiskey is really good. So check it out, bodegacatwhiskey.com. Listen, her set made me think about Jesus Christ. I want to talk to you about Jesus Christ. Listen, do you think Jesus ever, when he was like an adolescent, a teenager, do you think he ever got caught by Joseph jerking off? Do you think he was ever caught and Joseph was like, Jesus, you need to stop? He's like, shut the fuck up, Dad, I'm God! I will kill you! Probably not, I don't know, man. I'm a weird guy. Alright, so I hate strip clubs, right? Every time I'm at a strip club, I'm like, this is the saddest non-profit I've ever been a part of. Can I write this off of my fucking taxes? Listen, what do the kids at St. Jude's Hospital have to do to get you to fucking donate? Do you have to get them on top of the pole? Do you need them doing splits? They've been on chemo for months, some of them. Their upper bodies don't have strength like that. You're selfish. That didn't hit at all. Listen, seeing a girl on Instagram versus seeing her in real life is kind of like seeing an Arby's commercial and saying what you think you're gonna get, and then you get a steaming pile of week-old roast beef. Not great. I went on a date with a girl, right? And she told me, Charlie, you seem like a black man trapped in a white man's body. I said to myself, yes! But then I realized she's probably not talking about any of the good stereotypes. She doesn't mean your dance moves are cool and your dick is big. She means you're clearly not that good with money and you were 30 minutes late. So I didn't see her again. Listen, what we got on here? Let me do some crowd work. Hi, I'm Matt Rife. If I was to execute anybody in the room, it would be... Nah, I'm just playing with you guys. That's crazy. Pro tip, listen. 85% of the rented Home Depot vans that you see are perma DUIs. Just beware. Whatever. Listen, I was on the road today, and sometimes God is good. Sometimes God sends you a little sign, and it's beautiful, right? Like I saw a baby duck line, Congo line, following the mama duck, and it was just like the cutest thing I've ever seen. And I was looking at it, and the only bad part was it was on the highway, and a Prius mowed them down like brutally. And you could see that the Prius kind of wanted to stop but couldn't. I didn't have a punchline for that one either. I'm sorry. It's just sick thoughts, really. All right, I'm gonna leave the other ones for after this next guy. The next comedian that we have, I saw him at the stand. He's hilarious. Give it up for Vinit Comedy.
I just got here from India. And when a couple here says they're married, people ask, how did you meet? In India, it's, did you meet? I recently learned that when you're dating here, what's first base, second base, third base, and the home run. In India, the first base is looking at someone. The second base is your wedding. Usually the dad will decide the marriage. So whenever I see a very attractive woman, I start flirting with her father. Yeah, I'm like, hi, daddy. My dad is going to choose my wife. So every day I pray to God that my dad is an ass man. I asked my mother, I'm like, how did your father choose my dad? And she's like, well, no one in his family had tuberculosis. That is it. He needs to be breathing and not contagious. That is all. I have a crazy uncle, and I was telling him the guys in US judge women or rank women based on their looks. And he was like, that's wrong. Listen to me. Any woman without an opinion is Indian 10. We are just waiting for him to die. That's it. I got fired twice. Once because I was not doing the work. Second time for the same reason. I asked my boss, I'm like, I want to switch to sales. And she was like, sales is brutal. You need to have a thick skin. So I bought a Birkin bag. I think only the women would get it. It's a crocodile skin bag, okay? So, contrary to popular belief, my parents were the one who pushed me to do comedy. Do you realize how bad you have to be at everything else that your Indian parents are like, beta, try comedy. I was outside once and a guy yelled at me. He's like, yo, you smell like chicken tikka masala. And I was like, hey man, you tell me I smell like curry, that's offensive. But if you can tell me exactly which curry I smell like, that's pretty impressive. I still can't believe you Americans are talking about gender neutral bathrooms. We solved that problem years ago. We don't have bathrooms. Everyone shits out in the open. Yeah, men, women, cows, monkeys, giraffe, buffalo, hyenas. At this point, we are beyond gender neutrality. We're at a species level. No discrimination, there's only one condition. If you can sit, you can shit. I was listening to this song. It's called I Woke Up in a New Bugatti. It's by Ace Hood. And Ace is like, 100,000 I spent on my wrist, 200,000 I spent on your bitch. You pussies can't afford it. 4,200 my mortgage. And I was like, yo, Ace, those numbers make no sense. Like a 4,200 monthly payment and a 6.5% interest rate on a 30-year term loan is 700K. With the money Ace spent on his wrist and on my bitch, he could have paid half the fucking loan. The moment you drove new Bugatti off the lot, that depreciated by 20%. Another 400K. Which means Ace could have paid off the house had he just bought a used Bugatti. Ace lives in Miami. And a 700K house in Miami does not come with a garage. So Ace is parking a $3.8 million Bugatti on the street. Every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Ace has to wake up 8 in the morning to move his Bugatti from this side of the street to the opposite. So here is my advice to Ace. You don't need to spend $200,000 on my bitch. Trust me, $20 at Applebee's? She's happy. So I rewrote the lyrics. This is how it goes. 100,000 in my IRA, 200,000 in 401k. I take my bitch to my uncle's Subway. We get a foot long and I split it halfway. I bought a used Toyota and a parking. All the saving got my bitch working. That's how you save money. Ace needs to learn. I don't even have to pay for Subway because it's owned by my uncle. I also, like, people here react to humor differently based on who they are. So I tell something funny to my black or Latino friends and they laugh. I tell my funniest joke to my white friend Andrew and he goes, "That's hilarious, bro." I went to a meditation retreat, 10-day silent meditation retreat, and I realized I am the last person I want to spend time with. Yeah, and when I got back, my friends and family were very emotional. They said, "Vinit, it was the best 10 days of our life." I had a trouble when I was coming here. I worried about speaking English. But then I realized your last president couldn't speak it either. It's last two actually. And in my language, we don't have pronouns. So the most difficult part was like, I didn't know when to use he, she, it, they, them. Then I got here and realized you have the same problem. I have, I was dating this. I went on a first date actually. I was not dating her. So I went on a first date and I was asking standard question to her. I'm like, "Hey, where'd you grow up? What's your birthday? What's your favorite color?" And she accused me of trying to steal her identity. And she was lying because she said brown is her favorite color, but it's pink. I know that because I hacked her bank account. I speak Spanish, so I'll get deported twice. So now, when I approach women, I go, "Hola, bonita. Vamos a mi casa para unos chupitos." And she thinks she has found her Latin lover, Benito. Next morning, I wake up and go, "Baby, you want some coffee?" She is gone. Thank you very much, everyone. I really appreciate it. Thank you. You are tall, man. Thank you.
Hey, what's going on? Premature ejaculator here, Vinit. Come on, no, Vinit did great, guys. Give him a round of applause. Listen, we got the last guy, but definitely not least. This guy's hilarious. He's coming straight from New York for you guys. So give it up for Michael Brigante.
Thank you for almost clapping.
Yeah, come on, guys. Let's go.
Did it. Okay, make some noise for Charlie, guys. Come on. Guy's got muscles. Looks like he's got fire from being a superhero. Never looked like that. Like at my peak, I couldn't look like that. I couldn't. Like at my best, I was built like a cool high school gym teacher. Oh, that was awesome. Even now, I'm just built like a gym teacher who got laid off under suspicious circumstances. I did. It makes a noise for me though, because as of today, I'm down 87 pounds. Don't get too excited. 4 more pounds, I'm wearing a Speedo. I don't give a fuck. This shit is hard, son. I get it. You're looking at me like, hey, you still got a lot to lose, W. You're right. But keep in mind, when I started losing this weight, I was really fat. Now I'm down to like pretty fat. Son, my goal weight is still kind of fat. But now that I talk about losing weight on stage, all people come to me after shows and give me advice. Oh, it's so bad. I had a lady come to me one night real drunk too, because, hey, just so you know, if you want to jumpstart your weight loss, you need to drink more kombucha. By the way, I'm not making fun of her, that's the way she said it. She wasn't just like, kombucha. She's like, kombucha. Like she drank so much of it, it took over her asshole and started working her like a puppet. She goes, you have to drink kombucha, it helps you digest. I go, lady, I was 367 pounds. I got an Olympic gold medal in digest. You guys know what kombucha is, right? You look young in here. Okay, they look a little crazy, so. No, yeah, it's okay. So if you don't know, kombucha is a health drink. It was invented by rich white women in yoga pants, and I don't even describe the taste. Like imagine if someone mixed pineapple soda with the liquid at the bottom of your garbage can. That's it, kombucha, you got the recipe. Another thing that happens, when you tell people you lost a lot of weight, the number one question every time, so the weight loss, how'd you do it? It had to be a long time ago. None of y'all asking how you lose this weight. You want to know a secrets to I got, right? Because you don't want to hear, diet, exercise. You want me to be like, well, I shot Ozempic in my eyeballs, and then I prayed to the devil.
Yeah, enjoy it.
No, because the real way I did it is not that hard. Y'all in great shape, so you don't need this, but one day you might get fat. I'll be honest with you, it's gonna happen soon, son. And if you need to lose this weight, do what I did. I did 2 things. 1, I stopped going to White Castle at 2 o'clock in the morning. It's not good for me. I didn't know. Keep in mind, I didn't go to White Castle like you guys probably order fast food. Like, yeah, I'll take a number 2, Sprite. I would make it rain at White Castle. Which, by the way, making it rain at White Castle, you spend like $30. This is not a big investment. So, you know how much food you get at White Castle for $30? Let me paint you a picture. If 2 people in a row spend $30 at White Castle, they start running out of shit. They put signs on the door like, pardon our appearance. We just sold $60 of White Castle. That's all the White Castle. And another thing I did to lose all this weight, I started bringing skinny people with me when I go to the supermarket. Yeah. Because turns out, thin people, you love giving fat people free advice. It's your favorite. It is. No, like, I got this one dude in my neighborhood, he used to be a personal trainer, so I bring him when I go food shopping. It's perfect. Problem is, he's also a conspiracy theorist. So, he's cool, but sometimes you gotta, like, he's gonna tell you the right shit to get for the wrong reasons. You wanna ask questions. So he was at Whole Foods one day. He was like, whoa. Don't get the eggs. I was like, all right, cool. Because of cholesterol? He was like, nah. Because the government puts hormones in the eggs. Too many omelets make you grow a pussy. I'm embarrassed. There was little kids walking by like, Mama, what's an omelet pussy? He wasn't my first choice. Nah, he wasn't. My first choice was actually a girl I met at the gym. But then I found out she was a natural deodorant. Nah. I'm sorry, it's hot outside. We can't be stuck in the back of an Uber. You got armpit smell like onion soup. You get some chemicals, we'll talk. I love a good supermarket, man. I do. You know what supermarket I love, but I had to stop going? Trader Joe's. Yes. Y'all Trader Joe's people? Yeah. Hell yeah, I love a Trader Joe's. Yeah, because you know I love Trader Joe's. I don't know who Trader Joe is, but that man's either a genius or a drug dealer. Oh, he's diabolical. Because if someone don't know, they see you going into a Trader Joe's, they're like, oh, look at them, making healthy choices. But you and I know, that's not what happens inside of Trader Joe's. Everyone I know go to Trader Joe's do the same thing. They walk in, they grab 2 avocados, and then $37 worth of snacks. Yeah, because Trader Joe is an undercover snack dealer. Right? Trader Joe's the El Chapo of cookie dough. Yeah, they try to throw you off. They go like a farmer's market. Trader Joe got Whole Foods looks with 7-Eleven intentions. Yeah, you don't believe me? Next time you see someone walk with a Trader Joe's bag, look inside. Look inside. I guarantee you, for every 1 carrot, there's 13 bags of chocolate-covered pretzels. Love Trader Joe's. But I had to stop going. I don't mean to get political. I had to stop going to Trader Joe's because Trader Joe doesn't have self-checkout. You guys don't look nearly as outraged as you should. Love a self-checkout. It's the best. Right? You gotta talk to nobody, keep your headphones in. Every once in a while, no one's looking, you grab an almond joy and wet your beak. Love a self-checkout. I love self-checkout so much, I was telling my boy that I only go to self-checkout. He looked me dead in the face and he goes, so what? You just want all the cashiers not to have jobs? And it's like, I mean, yeah, I don't, look, some jobs end. I guarantee you, 100 years ago, right over there was a horseshoe repair guy. Now it's a CVS. Also, I know, I'm sensitive, someone might be a cashier, don't worry, we're safe space. It's a weed store in Hoboken, no one's gonna tell me. But, you know, so with no disrespect to the cashiers, I respect you doing their job. And if you're a cashier, thank you for your service. But if I'm being real, I would just go to Trader Joe's at 8 o'clock in the morning. I just want to be in and out. I'm not trying to have a conversation about my frozen lamb vindaloo with some maniac in a Hawaiian shirt. So Trader Joe's is out. I need to switch it up. So this week, I got groceries on Instacart. You know what this is? Okay, I didn't know. So if you don't know, Instacart's an app where if you don't want to go into the grocery store, you pick what you want. And they send the dumbest person in your neighborhood to go find it. Son, I want a Diet Coke and laundry detergent. 6 hours later, I got 3 coconuts and a lean pocket. And when you complain, they don't care. They're just like, well, Instacart's policy is if we can't find what you want, we get the next closest thing. Which, according to Instacart, the next closest thing is any other thing. They don't give a fuck. They don't. They'll put it right in comments like, yeah, sorry, we couldn't find your watermelon. We got you Brillo pads. I kind of respect it, I'm not gonna lie. I do. Like, Instacart's corporate slogan should just be, Instacart. I don't know. But I like you guys. You guys are weird. Oh, by the way, I know y'all weird because only weird people make the choice to come here on a Saturday night in a weed store and hope we don't get murdered. Also, I can't tell if y'all young or just have really good skincare. I can't. Make some noise if you're under 30, just so I know who's here. Okay, a lot of you. Goddamn. Okay, so it's okay. Be proud of you. You don't want me asking. How old are you?
25.
25 with that mustache? Congratulations. Now make some noise for him. 25. You got your whole life ahead of you. For like 5 more years. After that's game over, I'll be honest with you. And I get it. You're 25. You're looking at me like an asshole because you should. You're bulletproof. No,
I feel it now.
You do, but here's how. When I was 25, you couldn't tell me shit. Like, for perfect example, when I was your age, and I was your age for like a whole year, right? I remember they got into a car accident, totaled my car, and then 2 hours later went to the movies like it's nothing. I went to see Anchorman 2. But fast forward to like last week, I'm standing in my kitchen and actually said the words out loud. My shoulder hurts. I think I picked my phone up too fast. So enjoy it, man. 25 is a good age. Plus, also, are you officially Gen Z?
Yeah.
Okay, y'all Gen Z. Now I need to know who else is here. Make some noise if you're over 35.
Oh yeah.
Okay, see the panic in the back. She's like, I mean, is this where they get us? And you're over 35?
That'd be nice.
About to be 36. You're right on the cusp. Your knees just starting to fuck with you. All right.
Yep.
So now I'm gonna ask you guys a question. I'm gonna ask you too. Do you think these 20-somethings are smarter than our generation? Yes or no? Debate. I disagree. I think you guys are way smarter than us. I'm gonna tell you why. Don't get excited. It's nothing you did. No, you got excited. No, you guys are smarter than us because you guys grew up with information. Yeah. Think about it. If you're under 30, you've had access to Google for every day of your life. Personally, any point in your childhood, someone could walk up to you and be like, "Hey, you want to see the pyramids?" You was just like, "Yeah, I guess. Bring it up." I'm from the late 1900s. My internet sucked. Like when I was little, if you walked up to me and was like, "Hey kid, you want to see an alligator?" My only response could be, "Yo, you got a fucking alligator?" You was probably coming home from school just looking shit up for your homework. Not us. Not because we didn't have Google. We had encyclopedias. Y'all ever hear an encyclopedia? You just look at it and be like, "Do you take antibiotics for that?" It was a weird time, man. So young people. So encyclopedias was a set of books. These kind, the old ones, right? And it was like 25 or 30 books. They were arranged by alphabet. They had all kinds of information inside. It's what Wikipedia was based on, but there's no Wiki. It's allpedia. And these books were very expensive. So if you had money, you had the whole set. You had all the letters. In my house, we had 4. 4 sets, not even the same brand. You know how embarrassing it was the first time a teacher goes, "All right, guys, I want you to look up facts on Australia." I had to raise my hand like, "I'm sorry, Miss Dwyer. Can I do another country? We don't got any vowels." Dumb. Nah, enjoy your youth, man, because I found out recently I was getting old. Yeah. I didn't know I was getting old. I was walking around thinking I was young like you until like 3 weeks ago. And then just one day you get off the couch and your knees sound like someone's opening Velcro. No one's going to tell you this shit's happening. That's why you have to look for signs. Like, no, you do. Like, one sign you know you're getting old is the minute someone gives you a price and your first reaction is to tell them how much that shit used to cost. And you're going to do it too. You're like, $3.50 for Doritos? These used to be 99 cents. Old. No one's going to tell you this shit. Another thing you're going to start doing is you're going to start making decisions you never thought you would make. Yeah. Like one thing I did this year, I decided to move out of New York City to a house in the country. But if you guys don't know, for a native New Yorker, that's some brave ass shit. Son, I went from 24-hour Chinese food to no street lights. It's dark. So dark. Like, you ever been somewhere so dark for a split second, you're not 100% sure your eyes are open? You're just standing outside like... I wasn't prepared for that level of dark. I wasn't. Every time I saw this house, it was daytime. I didn't know you can go to the real estate lady like, "Hey, can we come back in a few hours and see how attractive this all is to Dracula's?" No. Hey, look, it's not that I'm afraid of the dark. You'll judge me. I get it. I'm just afraid of what happens in the dark. Does that make sense? Right? When you're from a city, any urban area, you're trained to deal with specific threats. Rats, homeless people, Jehovah's Witnesses. I'm in nature. That shit's terrifying. By the way, anyone here from a place originally that is like nature heavy, animal heavy, make some noise. Yeah, where are you from?
Northwest Jersey, like more stuff.
Isn't that right here?
Yeah, sorry.
You mean that guy? I ask because I'm still learning how nature works. I still don't know. Like first week I was in the house I'm in now, we saw a bear in my backyard. Yeah, by the way, I never seen a bear in my life. I panicked. I called 911. And the guy beat me, like, 911, what's your emergency? I was like, oh, thanks, hi. There's a bear in my backyard? I thought that was the whole conversation. I did. I thought it was like, no problem, sir. SWAT team's on the way. We got this. This guy had follow-up questions. He goes, okay, sir. What kind of bear? I don't know. Fucking rug? I didn't know bears came in different kinds. I didn't. I thought it was just like gummy bear, bear. I thought that was the whole shit. What kind of bear? Then he goes, well, sir, is the bear menacing? And I mean, it's a bear. Like, I'll be honest, at this point, I was like, is he fucking with us? Like, am I pronouncing it weird? It's like, it's bear, right? Bear with B, So he goes, sir, the only way we can send someone out is if the bear starts actively attacking you. Well, the bear starts actively attacking me. I don't think I'm available for phone calls. Like I said, I don't know a lot about bears. Everything I know about bears is based on like cartoons and one song in The Wizard of Oz. But according to that shit, it went lions, tigers, bears, and then oh my. I was at oh my. No, but it was a good lesson. No, it was. You need it sometimes. Like now, I'm back in the city and I talk to my friends who still live in Manhattan. They come up to me with shit like, so, are you worried about artificial intelligence? Son, fuck that nerd shit. We got monsters in the backyard. All right, Wing Shop. Have a good night. Thank you so much.
All right, guys, that's your show, but this is going to be on Spotify, Apple Music, wherever you get podcasts, YouTube, Mad Funny Show. So go check it out. Tell your friends if you had a good time, and thanks for pulling up. Get home safe. Go do you